From the first breath that begins us, we think we are standing on our own 2 feet. But look beneath you. This ground you walk on, it was laid stone by stone by people whose names you will never speak. And when you place your own stone, someone you will never meet will stand here and not fall. For your kindness says it all. It will be said by doubters of this age and the next. They'll say your idea is just a tiny fragment in a sea of broken tiles. But what is a masterpiece if not 1,000 fragments finding their place? Yet we do well to call to mind. And just like broken tiles, a masterpiece is not born in a single stroke. It is built fragment by fragment, crack by crack, by hands that believe the broken pieces still have a purpose and a reason to belong somewhere. For without purpose, there can be no meaning. What is meaning but a multitude of small steps called to action to keep purpose from growing faint? It is through our sorrows that we learn to recognize the sweetness of life with greater depth. In that depth, we learn that cruelty does not strengthen the masterpiece. It shatters tiles that once belonged, but kindness kneels amongst the fragments and remembers where each piece goes. It rebuilds, it restores, it remembers. From the first breath that begins us to the last that's released into the waiting air, no, our lives are not our own. That our lives exist in the space between here, there, now, and when. For life is but a series of learning, failing, giving, and receiving till our very end. So with the deepest of thought, I ask you, what is death but a door that closes as another begins to open? If I allowed myself to dream of heaven, while I pass from the light to the darkness unknown, I would see the light of eternal love. For on the other side of the dark now turns back to light. For my mother, father, sister, and brothers, they're waiting presents for me. For my heart, though worn, still bears its measure of joy, of love through compassion. Like the unknown silent vast, wide, deep as the sea. Tune your frequency to joy and growth. What you dial in is what you receive. Choose the station that speaks your message loud and clear and meant for you to hear. From the first cry to our final breath, we are not placed here to divide or wound, but to elevate, create through love, not hate. So therefore, let us not clash, to wake our quiet dreams amongst the noise, to take flight on our final passage through this life. Know this with certainty. The joy you spent a lifetime seeking has been living here inside you all along. Therefore, tend to yourself more tenderly than to your daily task. For success is not a thing to be hunted. It is a season that arrives on its own, ripened in the quiet growth through grace, not haste, and made ready by a heart at peace. And in the end, remember this, our lives are not our own. They are brief loans of light given to be spent, not kept, and joy was never ours to earn, only ours to receive through time, then passed along.